Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is J-DAWG back with another episode of the Dog House Podcast. I am your host, J-DAWG. We got Instigator in the house today.
What's going on, J-Dawg?
What's up, bro? Chilling, bro.
Same old,
Chilling,
same old.
chilling.
You go, baby. Trying
Yeah,
to
man.
help the little one get something out of the refrigerator outside real quick. Come on.
Yeah, man.
Good job, baby.
Just got home from work, bro.
Oh, there you go. It's been a
Yeah,
hot
man.
one. It has been
Yeah,
a
bro.
hot one today. What is it you do?
I'm a welder and a metal fabricator, so I got the
Woo.
privilege of work. I work inside though.
Oh, well,
So yeah,
that's a little bit better,
it's
but it's still hot and that welding stuff.
yeah, yeah. It's a metal shop. It's like metal panels, so it still gets
Yeah.
hot, but they keep the air on in there. So, but
Well, good, good. I'm glad
yeah,
they
man.
treat you right. That's better than some of them. Heck, some of them don't treat the people right. I don't even
Right.
see how some
I
of the
just
people
got a
stand it.
yeah. I just got a raise and a promotion, so I'm doing pretty good,
Woo!
man. So I'm doing
That's
pretty
what I
good.
like to
Yeah.
hear. I
Yeah,
like to
man.
hear that for anybody, man.
Yeah,
Especially
man.
today. It seems like it's
Yeah.
hard to make money. Heck, that and people
Yeah.
don't want to work. So it's just kind of like some's got to
Yeah.
give a little bit.
Back in the day, man, when me was growing up, it used to be just daddy working. You know what I mean? Now it takes both people working to take care of the household, man.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I am trying to do in my life myself is make it so my wife can stay home with the kids, but it's almost impossible,
Yeah.
No matter
Right.
what you do. I mean, you can have two or three different incomes and still feel like you're behind, but they
Yeah.
always say, the more you make, they say more money, more problems, but heck, the more you make, the more you spend. Makes sense, you know,
Right.
especially when you
Yeah. I
grow
got
up like I did. You're just not taught how to save money. You're not taught about money the same way, so you don't know what to do with it. If you ever get a big lump sum or you start
right.
making more, you're just like, oh well, it's going to be like this forever, And
Yeah. Well, I got my normal job that I do, and then I own and operate a side business that I run on the weekends, which is landscaping, and then I do the social media too. So I'm trying to exercise every route I know to have income coming in, bro. So
that's
I'm getting a little
awesome.
taste. I'm getting a little taste of what y'all artists and promoters go through, but we're trying to get these interviews and get these shows lined up for me to go to, man. So I'm getting a little
Yeah,
taste of it, bro.
yeah. No, it can be difficult for sure, especially when you start dealing with multiple people and doing one event, making sure this person can be around this person. I mean, it gets
Yeah.
petty. I mean, it really is like it's almost like high school sometimes. But I guess life is like that. People try and pretend like they're this and that, but dude, everyone has a role in life and they play it, and just there's different personalities, different people. Some people can
Yeah.
work with each other, some people can't. Some people demand respect, some people don't care. It just who knows.
So for those of y'all that don't know, Mr. Instigator here, he's been around since the early jelly days.
Yep.
I've been digging through his catalog a lot here lately, man, and I'm digging it, bro. I'm digging it, bro. And you also you're a promoter. You've been around for a while, man. What age did you start making music?
Well, I've always kind of like wrote verses and stuff. I mean, but I would say take it serious, probably realistically understanding and taking it serious and really starting to think that it could be a career choice or something that I want to do uh, was probably like 2002, 2000, right when I graduated high school, 2001, 2002. And
Okay, okay,
that's when I really dove into it and took it serious and started reaching out and trying to promote. And that's when I first started doing with a guy named Dirty Laundry, and he was a
okay,
DJ, and he was in with a guy named Big Cat, who was Big Cat Records, who had signed Gucci Man
oh
back in the
shit,
day. So that was kind of like my first job. I was like one of the only white guys promoting, handing out CDs at the clubs and stuff all over Chattanooga, Atlanta, Birmingham, just pretty much anywhere and everywhere that had like some type of venue, club, or some spot to hand out CDs, mixtapes, because that's right when mixtapes were starting to do something, you know, right when I guess Napster and all that stuff were kind of taking over the music industry, and they were trying to figure that out.
What's up, chat? We got Corrupt in the chat. We got Baltimore in the chat. Shout out to the chat.
What's up,
Shout
chat?
out to you for agreeing to do this, man. This is I can't remember how many I've done so far, man. I've done a bunch of them, man. I've had some pretty big names on this podcast, man. I've had Hard
That's
Target in here.
awesome.
I've had who else have I done, man? I've TJ Sanders.
Yeah.
I've had a bunch of big names, man, and I'm very blessed and privileged to be able to be doing this, man. And
It's all about the consistency and stuff like that, and giving people, you know, some consistent, you know, nothing. That's my biggest problem. I just think everything has to look this way or do this or that. And I've really been trying to learn to say, hey, you know, just do it, and things will grow and things will get better as I go. And just being consistent has always been my issue. So that's where I'm coming in with these shows and stuff. That was what one of the things I was best at when I was coming up, and one of the things that people knew me for, and one of the reasons, honestly, you know, when you network and stuff, people want to know what you're worth, and you know, everyone's out to see what they can get out of you, and you've got to learn to kind of do the same, you know. And that was my problem, is that you know, I didn't do a lot of paperwork, and I didn't take a bunch of pictures with people. I didn't do all these things because I was doing it because I loved it so much, and it was my passion. And I wish I would have done paperwork and used those opportunities more. But I thought they'd always be there. You know, like, oh well, these people are always stay in contact. Look at all these things I've done for them. But I had shows has always been one of my most consistent things, and so now that I'm going to try and start doing those from now on, and hopefully doing anywhere between 8 and 10 shows a year, obviously more throw myself, and then you know, the ultimate goal is to hopefully do a tour and stuff like that. But I'm blessed and privileged that I got this opportunity to bring in Jesse Howard and New Breed, you know, July 3rd. And,
man,
you know, doing the research and stuff, I can't believe I was able to land it, you know. But a lot of people just don't know how crazy it is. I mean, we're talking about, I was doing the stats and, you know, just trying to stuff like that. There are literally 5 artists in the past 10 years in country rap that have over 1 billion streams and views combined on YouTube and Spotify. And they're one of those 5 people. You see what I'm saying? And Jelly Roll's in that list, and Struggles in that list. Upchurch and Adam Calhoun. So, you know, we have literally the biggest group in the past 10 years coming to Whitwell, Tennessee. And that's a big deal. We're celebrating America turning 250 years old. I mean, I just don't know. I just don't know how much better we can get here, you know?
Right.
And then we got Shaka Lesselmain, who I think is one of the top 5 up and coming artists in the genre. I don't really know. Him and Marcotic, to me, are probably the 2 biggest up and coming this year that I think are going to take off and do a lot of things. And then, you know, we got tons of artists on there that are going to be opening up that are just amazing. You know, you got Joey Winslet, you know what I'm saying? He's a local guy who's known for like putting stuff together on stage. I don't know how much of that he's going to be doing, but hopefully he does a lot because it's one of my favorite things. But he's a talented, he's a real talented writer, and he's been doing it for a long time. So I'm excited to see him. We got a guy named Cody Craze coming all the way out from Memphis. He's got this song that I'm obsessed with called Ford Ranger. And I hopefully he performs it live. I don't know if he is. He has so much good music. Who knows what he's going to perform, but he's coming out. We got a guy named Rando who's coming out, who I saw perform at the Mobile Home Bash. He was super dope. He was one of the only artists I've seen perform without the backup tracks. You know, he was just rapping over the beats and stuff like that. You know, that's kind of crazy to think of. You know, you don't see that much, and you know.
I'm surprised we didn't run into each other at the bash, man, because I was there. Mark, shout out to Mark Oddett, man. He blessed me with a ticket, a media pass ticket of all things, man, to come up there. So
Awesome.
that was my first major big event, is like doing media. I went to the Soul of the South Music Festival in Black
Yeah.
Mountain, North Carolina in 2024. I got to meet a lot of people, man, and I think that's where it started, the domino effect of the YouTube, man. I've been pushing it really, really hard. There's another artist going to be performing up there in Whitwell named Bloodhound. And
Bloodhound. See, that's another one I was going to get to. He has one of the most unique flows I've ever heard. I mean, you know, people hate to be compared to people, but Mystical is the only thing I can kind of think of, because I don't know how he rides the beat that way. Because sometimes I'm like, what is he? You know, he's on beat, but he's doing stuff, and it's not like, you know, the West Coast, they have that weird style. Not weird. I like a lot of it, but it's like a style that's just all over the place and stuff like that. But his is all over the place, but still on beat. And it's kind of crazy, you know. It's hard to do. And the only person I know that's ever done that is Mystical. I don't think he raps fast like Mystical did sometimes, but he definitely has that unique flow. And you're going to hate him or love him, but, you know, you're going to know it's him when he hits the track. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I have to give a big, huge shout out to him, man, because that's really where my journey started. He put out that song called Welcome to My Addiction.
Okay.
And it inspired me to get off Suboxone, man. And I'm a little bit over a year free from that stuff.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm coming up on a year myself.
Ever since I made that decision, bro, all this stuff is happening, man. I went to the Redneck Rave. I went to the Mobile Home Bash. I got this podcast that's growing, man, and I got a lot of contacts. At times I feel overwhelmed because of everything that's going on. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna ride the wave, baby. I'm gonna ride the wave. But
well, you know, like we said, we got Cody Craze, Bloodhound, Joey Winslet, and we got another guy coming down, Levi Lee. I really respect what he's got going on. I'm kind of excited to see what he does. He's been at a Mobile Home Bash, but I wasn't at that one. But he was, you know, in Whitwell. But I'm kind of excited to see what he does, because, you know, he's kind of built me up to think, man, this guy's got something, you know. So I'm excited to see what he does. Let's see. There's Cracker Jack, JAKK. And he's actually signed to Outmate Music, which is one of the groups helping put it on. And Cracker Jack.
Shout out to Fat. Shout out to
Fat Boy. There you go. Outmate Michael, as some of them might know him. But Cracker Jack is one of those performers that just kind of give you that energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter what he's saying on stage, he's going to draw your attention. So I'm kind of excited to see him, because he ain't been doing it as much here lately. So I'm glad about that. And then we got this guy, Cashmore, coming all the way down from Canada. We're talking about 13 and a half, 14 hours. That's crazy to me. But it's awesome at the same time, because it's saying, hey, man, we think that your show is going to be big enough for us to drive all the way down and network. So that's a lot of respect and a lot of stuff. To me, that means a lot. It's like, okay, these people are trusting me to put on a good show and a good event, and they're coming all the way down from Canada. I mean, lots of people are traveling. Even fans and supporters are traveling. I mean, we've had tickets bought from all over. So I'm excited to see the turnout and just people who come, because I've always heard it's a good crowd. And, you know, people are excited. Like I said, I mean, heck, we're talking about one of the biggest artists groups that there are, even in the whole music industry. Like to reach those type of numbers, we're talking about less than 1% worldwide does that. So I mean, this is a big deal. And then
if I'm not mistaken, man, Welcome to My House, it's if I'm not mistaken, it has more streams than a lot of people, bro. Like that one song, Welcome to My House.
Just in views, it's 184 views on YouTube. 184 million views on YouTube.
That's insane.
That's crazy. Bro. I mean,
wow.
It's like people get so lost in understanding how big of a deal that is and how many views a day that is and what that means. But I mean, you know, people find any way to hate or try and downgrade you or say something to kind of like downgrade what you've done and accomplished. So, you know, they always do that about people. Like, especially like Jesse Howard and New Breed, you know, they've always been so humble and great, and just I've only heard great things about them, especially Beverly and anyone who's around them. You always see good stuff about those people. So I'm excited, you know, just to meet them because I've never met any of them, you know. And then it's hosted by Larry Del Reed, of course, you know. Talk to me nice, and then you got Elmer Brown.
Nice.
You got ENJ Comedy, but I think he's going to be performing some songs too. But ENJ Comedy, I mean, heck, he's growing. It's pretty big. So you know, he's funny, and what he represents is pretty amazing. So I'm excited.
I'm real close. I'm real close to Bloodhound and Elmer, man. I hung out with them in Lebanon, Tennessee, at the Backwoods Music Festival. I got to hang out with both of them. Yeah.
No, I mean, they've always been good people. Anytime I've seen them, they've always been doing great things. So it's great to have everyone that's on board. And then SHG Entertainment, they're part of it. Freak Show's part of it. So we got a lot of people collectively coming in to try and make something big.
Shout out Thomas Holmes.
Yeah, and then like I said, Los Ghost, he's doing another show in Whitwell with Haystack at the end of August. I'll have those dates posted and stuff, and I'm sure we'll have some flyers and things like that at the show so people know about it. But he's been doing the Backwoods Festival. He's been doing the Backwoods Festivals over 3 years. I think this will be his third, fourth year now, and they've all been great. He had a DJ Paul at one, Nappy Roots at another one. So this is Haystack for the third go around. So it's pretty cool.
That's the one I was at. I was at the Nappy Roots. That's the one I was at.
Okay. Yeah. Hopefully, you know, we can help him bring in a lot of people and stuff and get him a better area and stuff like that. So I know that's been one of the things that he's been looking for, finding a home to really bring it so that he can start really pushing it harder and stuff like that. So I'm excited to see it keep going year by year. So
I'm excited to be a part of it, period, man. Because like I love seeing the unity, man. I love seeing people come together, and that's something that I say on every one of my shows, bro. In a world full of hate, we got a hashtag help each other win. I say that on every video I make. That's something I try to push as much as I can, man. Like, and once I get completely set up with a laptop and everything, I'm gonna be pushing all the independent music artists as much as I possibly can, man. So I want to see everybody come together, man. I hate seeing the division, bro. I hate it, bro. I hate this stuff, man.
Well, I mean, you're always going to have some division, and you're always going to have competition. I think where a lot of people mess up at is that they take it's just like today, no matter how you feel, people run to the internet and say how they feel before they think it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that we say and think and do that, you know, we shouldn't rush to put out there. And I'm sure a lot of people, if they didn't have the internet constantly posting what they say or do and going back and let's be honest, people feed into it so much, it's hard. Like, you know, once you do something dramatic and people feed into it, I mean, you kind of look at it like it's a form of love or support. And so you just start feeding into it. I mean, you know,
I'm guilty. I'm
I mean, you
guilty
post
myself, bro.
something, you get 1,000 views. You post this, you get 1,000,000 views. I mean, it's kind of hard to be like, well, I'm gonna keep doing my 1,000 view thing and being supportive and being nice and stuff. I mean, so it's it, but everyone does it.
Yeah,
Like you said, you're guilty of it. I'm guilty of it.
yeah,
I've gotten on there and said things that I'm like, why did I do that? Why did I even take the time to do that? But
yeah.
hey, I did, and can't take it back. The internet will never
Right.
let you forget it. Like I said, you can do
So,
1,000,000 good things, do one bad thing, and that's all they're going to talk about.
so let's get into you and your music a little bit more, and
Okay.
your path, man. Like, so, how was your childhood? What was it like for you growing up as a child, bro?
Well, you know, um, my dad was in the Army, and
Okay.
so for the first couple years while my mom and dad were together, we were on a couple bases and stuff, Washington State. They were stationed in Hawaii first, but I wasn't in Hawaii. And then they went to Washington State and a couple other places. Uh, and then they got a divorce. We got left there, found a way home. And then I grew up in a trailer park, for the pretty much the remainder of my life until, I started doing my own thing. And, uh, I was a brat in school. That's kind of where I got my name. Everyone said I was an instigator. We were just talking about it. I mean, that's always been what I was known for when I was in high school and middle school and as a kid, just being an instigator and always stirring stuff up. So that name
Stir in the
stuck.
pot.
That was just what people call me. So I went with it. And
Yeah,
especially when you're first starting out, I mean, every name sounds stupid. You know what I'm saying? So I just went with
right.
what people call me, and hey, it worked. People made fun of it, but then people started respecting it and started knowing it. I mean, so
Yeah,
that's kind of where that went. And you know,
I
my
did the
mom,
same
single
thing, man.
mom, the same thing, the same story over and over. You hear, just growing up
Yeah,
poor, trying to make it. You learn to eat crazy things that you never thought you'd mix together. One of my favorite things is fried bologna, but I like fried bologna with A1
let's
sauce or some kind
let's
of
go.
off-brand A1 sauce with
Let's go.
some lemon pepper on it, fried with a little slice in the middle, just eating it that way. Or, I'm one of those kids that put a whole pound of salt on some pizza rolls and, just
Yeah,
pretty much you eat the same thing over and over and over again. So you just learn to mix things and try it a different way because you get tired of it. You
right,
know,
right.
same can of chili. Heck, by the time you eat 20 Van Camp chili that week, you know what I'm saying? You're just like, all right, let me just pour this in it, see what it tastes like.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
better hope it tastes good because you got to eat it. So,
yeah, right.
but,
Yeah.
I
Um,
mean, I can't look back and hate on it. That's what made me. And,
yeah,
uh, heck, I guess I didn't realize I was that poor anyway because I was having so much fun being a bad kid with all my friends and stuff. And heck, none of them had dads at home, and we all lived in a trailer park, so we were all poor. So we didn't know that we were as poor, until you started getting older. You know what I'm saying? So
okay. So you said you started with music first. So when did the desire or the urge to want to start trying to promote, when did that kick in?
well, honestly, what happened is that in the early 2000s, you couldn't just be white and rap like it is today. Heck, anybody can rap today and it's fine. You used to actually have to be something or do something or prove yourself. I mean, that was anybody, but especially if you were white, you know what I'm saying? Um, I mean, there were studios that didn't want to record me. I mean, I wasn't welcome in a lot of places around Chattanooga, and people would tell you that. But I just kept coming back. And so no one would let me do a show, or they would try and charge me 2 or 3 times more than everyone else. So I finally found a place that let me book a show called Fireside. They gave me a Tuesday night because they knew Tuesday nights were worthless and no one came to it. So heck, if I got one person in there, they were going to be happy. And yeah, that's how I started doing Fireside.
Okay.
And
Where is
so
that
it was pretty
You
much,
said that's in Tennessee?
yeah, Tennessee. It was in a place called Hickson. And that's how I started promoting shows. As far as promoting, I couldn't afford studio time, so I started doing things for the studio, like promoting and stuff. And I think they were giving me a job they thought I wouldn't do or couldn't do. And heck, I went out there and I started putting posters up all through the hood, all through the different areas, putting posters up. You'd have to do it on Wednesday night after they did a sweep, because they used to come and sweep and take everything off the poles every Wednesday evening. The city would take all the stuff off the poles and all the stuff like that. So Wednesday night, you'd have to go that evening after I got off work, and I'd put the posters up throughout everywhere in Chattanooga. And so
Okay.
I'd do that. They'd give me studio time, and that's how I started recording some of my first songs.
Okay.
So, like I said, it just became a necessity, something I had to do. Because when you're independent, I mean, you got to do everything yourself. So you just kind of learn to do stuff, and that's what I ended up being best at, was promoting and doing shows and putting stuff together. So that's how I met a lot of people. That's how I networked. I would have people at my shows. I mean, like I said, I've had some of the biggest artists in the world open. That's who they started out opening for me. You know what I'm saying? Open up for my show. So I've prided myself on that, and I'm excited about it. I hope I can keep doing it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I wish you nothing but the best, bro.
Appreciate it.
So, what, as far as the music goes, like, what is one of your favorite songs? Which is your favorite song collaboration that you've already done, like that's already been done?
Man, collaboration wise, I got a song with Killer Mike. It's
Okay.
it's off of an album I did called The Have Nots. It's kind of hard to find because I had all my music taken down. Because I thought, hey, I'm going to put it all back up. Never put it back up. But it's called Living Right. And it's got a guy named Trelly on it and a touring artist named Reese the Truth from Chattanooga. And yeah, Killer Mike got on it. And it's probably one of my favorite collabs. And then I have a song called Bury Me in Tennessee. And it originally had Q Salini on it from East Tennessee.
Okay.
And then I did the remix with Project Pat and Jelly Roll. And originally, Lil White Lil White tried to buy the song from me, and because he wanted to use the song, the hook, and to do his own verses and stuff like that. But I decided not to, and that's when I got, like I said, Project Pat got on it, and then after that, that's when Jelly got on it.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's actually the first song. That's the first time that Jelly ever did anything with anyone from 3-6 Mafia or the Hypnotized Camp Minds stuff. That was one of the way. That's actually how he really got introduced to him. Was through some of the shows and stuff that I did in Chattanooga, and that's how the first time he got on a song that had someone from Hypnotized Minds on it.
Okay. That's what's up, man. What's if we're gonna go top 3 on this one.
All right.
Top 3 artists that you have not worked with that you would like to work with.
They got to be alive, I guess, if I want to work with them, huh? Dang, that's a real hard one. Honestly, the problem is that all the artists that I like and listen to aren't the type of people that I would do a good song with. But I like this kid out of Florida named 94 Fatso. And he actually did a country rap song. And so I guess it could work out, but he's somebody that I'd like to work with. Let's see. I don't really have an order. Mozzie. I'm a big fan of Mozzie. He's probably one of my favorite artists, newer artists. Well, I guess he ain't new now, but he's been out for a while. But he's probably somebody I like. Like I said, it wouldn't match as far as the music goes, but he's probably one of my favorites. And then
you never know, bro. You never know. Things come together.
Things do come to. Hey, things can come together. That's real. And then I don't know. I'd love to do something with James Maynard Keenan from the lead singer of Tool, Perfect Circle. I think that'd be that'd kind of be crazy, and that could work out.
Okay.
So yeah, that would be something. I mean, that's one of those type of collaborations that, I mean, you could be one of the biggest artists in the world and that might not happen, you know, but like I said, dream collaboration.
Yeah. So, out of all the songs that you've done and made so far, which is your favorite?
That's a hard one too. Where I'm
no
going,
features, no features, just you.
Inevitable. Inevitable is always going to be my favorite song because it's one of the first ones that I wrote by myself. That was just me, no features or nothing like that, because I've always been in groups and stuff like that. And it was the first song that I started getting like a lot of recognition on and stuff like that, because it was like I originally wrote the song and put it out like in 2005, and so I've revamped the beat some because the original beat didn't have any bass in it. The funny story about that is that the person who made the original beat was a guy who people hate now, and he's a country rapper. And it's funny, he's a country rapper because he said he hated country rap so much. There's a guy named Lord Luss. And yeah, he's got a lot of drama around him, but it was funny because he was real hip hoppy. And I mean, he was huge at one point in South Carolina and on MySpace. And I reached out to him and he made me some beats. And he was one of the first producers I bought a beat from. And it was, like I said, one of the first solo songs I wrote, 3 verses, 2, 3 16s. And then I had Duck Tracks remake it. He goes by Ducky DeVito now. And yeah, I've been putting it out ever since. Like I said, I've had it was crazy on MySpace. I know that's a long, long time ago, but heck, it had millions of views or listens or whatever at one time. And then, like I said, around town, it's what everyone always knew me for was that song because I say something about Saudi Daisy in it and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Okay, so other than the Whitwell, Tennessee show, or you got any other shows that you got coming up? I know you said something about one in August.
We got the Haystack in August. That's not specifically mine, but I'm going to have my hand a little bit in it, hopefully helping out SHG Entertainment. Let's see. I'm trying to book a couple of different things, and that's the problem right now is just trying to keep things flowing. The investor and stuff like that, he's got, a lot of stuff in mind, but he wants to see how this goes before we start booking more and this and that. But we're hopefully going to do at least 1 or 2 more before the end of the year in Whitwell. And then I got an island, which sounds like a big thing, but it's like this small island that's got a little venue on it in Chattanooga that I'm going to start trying to do a couple things at. And we want to do some like old school Memphis stuff. So I want to bring Play a Fly in. That's like one of my favorite rappers of all time. And thinking about Tommy Wright the Third and stuff like that. But of course, that's a different type of genre and stuff like that. But we're going to be trying to do those type of shows. And then, hopefully we can bring in some bigger artists like we've been doing in Whitwell and other spots before the year ends. And I'm trying to do something up in Johnson City, up around where Shaka is from, and got a spot out in Jackson, Tennessee that we're going to start trying to do stuff with J-DAWG and them. So Mr. 448, he was part of the Pushers. So hopefully we can get some stuff going with that.
Yeah, man. If you know anybody that needs a drummer, let me know, because I am that man. I just got a new set of drums, man. Yeah, man. I just got a brand new set. I was set up to go do some shows with Trainwreck Kenny, but I think that fell through. I guess he's got stuff going on or whatever. I haven't heard anything back from him, but so I got a brand new set of drums that are dying to be played. So
hey, there we go.
I'm a musician too, man. I play guitar, I play drums, I make beats, I can write. I can do all those things. I just haven't really hooked up with anybody or made any moves yet. I'm trying to. So
hey, you're doing something that is worth something. You know what I'm saying? So got to start using that collateral, as they say. Like, hey, I got this podcast. It's doing these things, and people are starting to pay attention to it. You build it up. People start being like, hey, well, I'll throw a verse, or hey, why don't you come on stage? I mean, that's how you do it. But heck, there's a local drummer around here named Chad Shipley. He's been doing some stuff. We've talked about doing some stuff, but who knows? He's in a band now that's doing pretty well. So, heck, I might need a drummer if we ever go on tour and start doing stuff. I'm putting out a project, and I'm going to try and push it the right way. So, heck, might hit you up for that.
Yeah, man. All I need is a set list and the files, bro. That's all I need, so I can learn it.
There we go. Learn it.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
Yeah, man.
We'll have to talk about it. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Well, we got each other's numbers, so it won't be hard to do.
Yeah.
What's one of your biggest inspirations that keeps you going every day, bro?
I mean, it's going to sound cliche, but my wife and kids. I mean,
of course.
I mean, it's just the truth. Once you have kids and you take care of them, I mean, it's hard to say anything different, because that's kind of what my life revolves around. That's what I try and base my decisions on. I've made a lot of bad decisions, but they're the reason I try and make good decisions instead of keep making the bad decisions. And
I got three myself. I got three boys myself, so
I got three girls. So,
wow.
Yeah, I got a 11-year-old, 3-year-old, and one that's heck, she'll be 8 weeks here soon. So,
oh, you got a baby. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was the mobile home bash. That's why I had to leave. Saturday
I remember that.
Yeah. I had to leave the Saturday set because my wife said, "Hey, my water broke," and I had to leave. So that's the only reason I left it. But yeah, because I was stage manager Friday, and then Saturday, I got all the way up there, and I think we got through one or two people, and she said, "Hey,
time to go."
Yeah, and I was about 2 hours away from the hospital, so I had to hurry.
Oh, wow.
But then of course, just like all my kids, it took them a whole, 24, 48 hours to come. She was born on the 3rd instead, so.
Yeah.
But
my oldest is 16.
Okay.
My next to oldest is 13, and my youngest is 11. So they keep me on my toes. They keep me on my toes for sure, man. But,
awesome. Well, that's good to hear too, and it's good to hear that I mean, I ain't saying people should take Suboxone, but Suboxone's a step in the right direction.
Oh, yeah.
In my opinion, you know what I'm saying? So it's awesome you did Suboxone to get in that direction, and then now it's amazing that you've gotten off Suboxone. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you how I did it, bro. I switched over from that to the injection.
Oh,
bro, that injection, bro, was it's a miracle. Like I took 7 or 8 of them, and then I just
Yeah.
didn't take any more. But there was
Yeah.
no withdrawals whatsoever, man. So that's a big blessing. If anybody out there thinks that you cannot get off of this stuff, you can do it. I promise you, you can. Look
That's
into getting the
awesome.
injection, and there's no withdrawals from it. Now you go through a period of about a week or so where your body's going through that change, and you feel a little weird, but
Yeah.
nothing like full blown withdrawals, bro. So I just want to put that out there. Look into the injection. It'll save you.
Dude,
It'll
that's
change your
awesome
life.
to hear. That is
Yeah.
awesome.
So, but yeah, man, I'm looking forward to this weekend, bro. I can't wait to meet you in person.
Yeah.
We also got another big content creator named Triple T. He's gonna be there.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I've heard a lot about him.
Yeah,
I've watched some of his content.
yeah,
Uh, I'm glad he'll be there. I've only heard good stuff about him, even though all that controversy and stuff, that's
yeah,
always going to
yeah,
happen as a podcaster. But I
yeah,
mean, that's what he does. He puts his opinion out there, and sometimes it's not what people want to hear. And it
right,
doesn't mean that he's right. Don't mean he's wrong. Uh, but that's
exactly.
awesome. I'm glad to hear he's coming.
Yeah, and I think I talked to another guy into coming yesterday. He was on the show. His name's Jack Rabbit Slim. He's
Jack
from
Rabbit
Pigeon.
Slim.
He's from Pigeon Forge. He did a song. He was real close to Yellow Wolf, and he did a song with I think he did a song with Jelly Roll maybe and Yellow Wolf back in the day.
Dang, yeah.
Uh, yeah.
It's pretty big features right there.
This is like like when I think right when Yellow Wolf first started maybe.
Yeah.
He was he wasn't a part of American, but he was real close to kind of those
Yeah.
them people, and
Well,
I
that's
know he
cool. I'll
was
be glad
around
to
with
meet him.
yeah, yeah. He's from Pigeon Forge, so I hope he shows up.
Yeah, I hope he
So
does too. I hope everyone shows up. I can't wait to meet all the people. Like I said, it
yeah,
means a lot when people pay to come to the show, and I'm excited for it. And if things keep going good, that we keep putting on shows and stuff for the area. That's what we're trying to do.
yeah, man. Well, if there's anything I can do to help push that, man, I will, man. You just tell me the word and I'll do it. And
Hey, you are. You
uh
already are. I mean,
yeah,
it
and
just being on
also,
this it means a lot. I appreciate
uh,
you. Letting me be on it and
oh yeah,
come
man.
through. And I'm glad you're coming to the show and going to do some interviews and stuff like that. And I'm
Oh yeah,
excited
most
for you. You know
definitely.
what I'm saying?
And I told Fat that I would help up there if there's anything need to be set up or any kind of help y'all need. I'll be more than glad to help do that with no problems, man.
Well, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man.
I definitely
So
appreciate it.
I got one last question for you. I asked
One
everybody that
last
I interviewed.
question.
Yeah,
Okay.
I asked everybody that comes on the show this question just to see the response that I get from it. And this most of the time it's around the same kind of answer.
All right.
But if you had a big megaphone, right, and you
Yeah.
could give the whole world a message right now, being that it's 2026 and the kind of world we live in, what would that message be to the world?
Mm.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff I'd like to say, a lot of things I'd like to say, but I mean, the truth is that, you know, we live in America where you have the freedom to hate America. And I don't think people understand how big of a deal that is and how important it is. And, despite what people believe and what everyone wants to tell you, uh, no matter if you believe history is, told to us differently or not, just from what we read and know, that America was built on a religious, platform of God. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
And
sir.
no matter what you believe, how you believe, that's what it was built on. And that's why it's so strong. And the further we get away from that, again, no matter how you believe, the further we get away from that, the more we start to break apart. And that to
Exactly.
me is just important. So, you should find in yourself, um, seek what we naturally are looking for, and that's our purpose and our higher power. And, I believe in God, and I think He's done amazing things in my life. And I would want everyone to know that same feeling. And that's what I seek myself. I'm not perfect. And that's what I'm looking for, is that inner peace and that joy that only you can get from God. So
Oh
that's
yeah.
what I would want people to understand, just how important it is that we live in America, how important America is, but it's nowhere near the importance God is. And, we're not based on a nationality or this or that. Uh, trying to
Facts.
say everyone's, the same is also stupid. I think that we're all different, and, black and white, and there's gray lines everywhere because, just all the different things that go on in life, we feel differently because if it's close to us, but like I said, you should be seeking your purpose and happiness and joy and learning what love is, and that's the only true love and understanding can come from God and Jesus. So that's what I would
There you
want
go.
people to know.
There you go. Now that's pretty much the same thing everybody else says, just in different ways. So I just like to hear
Yeah,
how different people what their mindset is. But that's
yeah.
awesome, bro. I feel the same way, man. Yeah. But I appreciate you coming up, bro.
No,
We
I
could do it
appreciate you
again,
having
man.
me. Yeah, of course,
And
anytime,
y'all
anytime.
go look him up. Go subscribe to his channel. Go find his music. Uh, Instigator.
Tennessee
He's
Pushers.
from Tennessee Pushers. There you go, Tennessee Pushers. Outmake music. Y'all go give him a follow, man, and listen to some of his music, man. It's pretty dope. I like it. I'm pretty sure y'all will too. But we can do
Appreciate
it
it.
again, man. I appreciate you coming up, bro. I'm gonna
Yeah.
shut it down here in a minute. I didn't want to keep it too long, but
Oh
I
yeah.
just
No, I
wanted to
appreciate it. Thank you.
get back
July
on here and
3rd.
read. Yes, sir. I
Got the
just wanted
show
to do it
July
again.
3rd, Whitwell,
Uh,
Tennessee. Reach out to Outmate Michael. Uh, you can find the post by looking at it, but get your tickets through him, no processing fees, or you can go to Eventbrite, find the event, or you can get them straight at the gate, just like most Tennessee people do. So
and what's the prices? VIPs 100 and
you
general
got a
admissions 30,
$100
correct?
VIP, comes with a t-shirt and a lanyard and a couple other things. Birthday cake, and you get a special spot with seats by the stage, and then $30 general admission.
There you go. And I'm pretty sure I'm here to tell you right now, $30 general admission. You're not going to be disappointed, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. Hey,
Yeah,
that's some
man.
of the cheapest ticket prices they've had. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
heck, that might be why a lot of people are traveling for it. But
yeah,
yeah,
man.
we're gonna
I'm
make sure
coming.
our VIP is VIP, and we're gonna make sure things are taken care of right, and everyone is gonna have a good time. That's all we
Yes, sir.
want, is people to have a good time, good music. We want the artists to network. We look forward to seeing everybody. Everybody's equal. It's amazing. Everyone starts somewhere and is growing. So come early, show them the respect, check out some of these new artists. And like I said, doors open 6 p.m. The gates open at 6 p.m. That's Central Time, but we'll probably have them open early if you want to come hang out. And the show starts at 8 p.m. We're counting down to America Turn 250. So
Let's go. Let's go.
I appreciate you, J-DAWG.
Yeah, man. I'm coming all the way from South Carolina, brother. So
Hey, there
it'll
we
be a
go.
little drive for me, but
Hey,
I'm willing to do it to support all the artists, man. And
yeah,
hashtag help each other win. I can't stress
help
it
each
enough,
other
bro.
win. That's what I like to hear. I appreciate you,
Yes, sir.
J-DAWG.
Yeah,
I'll
man. You
see
have a
you at
good
the
one, brother.
show. I'll talk to you before then.
All right, brother. You have a good night.
Yep, you too.
Yeah, there we go, baby. Another episode of Doghouse. Y'all, if you can, if you're not doing nothing this weekend, y'all come out to the show and enjoy it. Outlaw Nation, Bloodhound, Cashmore, Cracker Jack, Instigator, Shaka Hustle Man, uh, and I'm pretty sure there's some other ones. I just don't know who they are. But shout out to Outmake Music, shout out to Instigator, shout out to Tennessee Pushers, shout out to all my supporters. I appreciate y'all. In a world full of hate, we gotta what? Hashtag help each other win. Hashtag stay strapped. Keep protection on you so you can protect you and your family at all times. And hashtag count your blessings because tomorrow was never promised. And as always, always, what do? We tell a friend to tell their friends and family, aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters, mom and daddies, grandmas and grandpas and cousins. We come to at J-DAWG 420 Life and React. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Deuces, I'm out. I appreciate y'all support. Continue to support the channel. I'm growing more and more every day. I'm about to break 700 subscribers. Trying to get my watch hours up so I can get monetized and start giving back to y'all. You know, just get membership started. So I'm gonna start doing giveaways when I'm able to. I'm gonna try to get some merch made. I'm still working on that. You know, it takes money, and I'm trying to get to that point where I can afford to do these things and get merch made so I can give back to y'all and have some giveaways to give away T-shirts and maybe some stickers, maybe some keychains. I'm gonna start off small and work my way up, you know. But I'm never gonna give up. I'm never gonna give up. I'm always gonna chase my dreams. If I could tell y'all anything in this world, do not give up on your dreams. Chase them. If it's the last thing you do on the face of this earth, chase your dreams. Mine are coming true right now as we speak. That's all I can say about that. I appreciate y'all sticking by and hanging out with me and supporting the channel. But y'all go give Instigator a follow. You'll check his music out. Y'all go check out Tennessee Pushers and Outmake Music. Peace. I'm out here.